So Kaz is making his appearance.
Kaz is making his appearance. We get to see the desktop of the fake Cafe Kaz. How's it going, Kaz?
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good myself. I've got my cup of coffee. I am freshly washed. Glasses have been shined,
Ooh,
and
nice.
I'm ready for a good battle out here
Is
today.
it the Cafe Kaz brand coffee mug?
Yes, actually, it is the Cafe Kaz brand coffee mug.
I'm gonna have to pick myself up one of those. Did you decide?
Yeah,
did
so-
you finalize
so-
the? Did you finalize the design?
So for
少子千万です
All right. Kaz is going to get the various mugs of coffee. By the way, if you guys do want to do me a favor, go subscribe, go follow Deity and Cafe Kaz on Twitch. Both of them phenomenal streamers. Super happy to have both of them with me here today. So show us the mugs, Cafe Kaz.
Oh, so this is actually the Cafe Kaz mug. We've got the Cafe Smug on the Cafe Kaz mug on it. I decided not to go for the twitch.tv/Cafe Kaz on the back, just to keep it for a simple design since it is our first, like, actual little piece of merchandise. But I like these cups a lot, you know? And good for a nice little mug of coffee in the morning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we do have Sky King and Liminal in the lobby, and it is 2 minutes afterwards. We are getting ready to go. Once the bets are out, we'll start the match if Liminal would put himself into ready spot. And then make sure you guys are betting, getting those Shogun stacks. Like I said, we will be using those for the gift cards at the end. But initial start of the day match, Liminal rocking the Sage Ball rep. Are we going to see the Liminal Sage Ball come out?
We saw it in the Championship Cup almost every game from him. So I would not be surprised to see it here.
That is true. That is true.
That would be very, very nice to see coming out here. I want to see some control. I'm waiting for it. I know that it's out there. Also, Chad, how are y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome. I know I stopped in a little bit late, but what's up, everybody? I see the Cafe Gas in the chat. Also, what's the delay today, by the way?
The delay should be the same as yesterday, the 15-second plus delay.
So we see a Last Rider crowd ban from Liminal. He does not want Sky King to get that. Sky King's been showing it off on stream every night.
The chat is going with Sky King at the moment. We have about 61.5% of the bets going into the Sky King favor. But yeah, we do see the ML Crow ban out, and we did see some ML Crow yesterday. However, it was very hit or miss. We also see the A Tywin ban come out from the Weeb King himself, which is very typical. A Tywin, so oppressive currently.
He does decide to pick the original Crow, though, so...
You know, I actually was a little surprised yesterday, Deity. We didn't see very much Blue Crow. We saw a lot more FCC and Lilius picks, with Blue Crow making his appearance every so often, which actually, I was talking to somebody after the Champions Cup because we didn't see Crow very much, and they were very surprised considering that Crow Ruel is pretty much everywhere on the ladder.
We saw more Last Rider Crow, actually, than Blue Crow.
Yeah, absolutely. Liminal going very damage heavy over on the right-hand side with the Rylet and the Spectenny, picked up the FCC and the Falconeer Clary.
Turn me up a little bit, by the way. They're saying that I'm very low again. I might just need to start shouting in my outside voice.
If you want to turn the desktop one, the other two guys, up a little bit. Yeah, it should be the one right above my mic. Yeah.
They
Sweetie?
said turn.
They said
go ahead.
turn us all up if possible.
Yeah. So we
So
do
RB
see...
comes out.
Yep, the RB, and Sky King is hovering the SSB, which, I mean, those are both good answers to the Spectenny, right? Locks in the SSB.
Yeah, That's very, very good. That Spectenny is essentially useless now on the field of Liminal.
I wouldn't
That's
say
right.
that, but it's definitely not as good.
And Liminal last picks the Blood Moon Haste, basically showing who he is going to be getting rid of, and it's most likely going to be that SSB.
Yeah, with the SSB, it's consistent AoE. The RB only has one AoE, so the Spectee can survive through the 2 hits, but then he has to kill quick, or else he's in trouble.
Now, chat, 71.4% of you are betting on Sky King. Let's see if Sky King can live up to your expectations. As typically expected, you do see the SSB and you do see the ML Haste bans come out.
You have to get ML Haste out of there. If you're drafting Arbiter or Villager, you can't let it through.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So who does he go for here?
I feel like you go for the Alencia, potentially.
We saw yesterday Liminal does run a lot of effectiveness on his Clary because he was able to hit that Ruel, but he decides to play it safe and go into one of the lower
Okay.
effective.
Yep, obstacle into the RB. Does get the double attack, though. So, does Liminal pop the Arbiter Vildred here to soak up the damage while he has the shields?
Not running immunity on Spectre Inebriate is really rough right here because he could have safely went into the RB and taken that hit and not get blinded.
Yeah. Now the problem is that the Ruel is just going to heal herself up and just negate most of that damage. The Arbiter Vildred already got an S1 off. I don't think that he really worries too much about the provoke and the defense break here.
So he will get the skill null up and possibly be able to cycle that RB as well before the RB can kill him. Or even get an attack off.
That is true. That is true. He does have the Spec T here. Does he opt to...
Right there. 100%.
Yeah.
The only problem is this primes the crowd pretty well once this S3 comes into that RB again.
And that is not a fully Molagorid Arbiter Vildred. Maybe should have stopped investing into Last Rider Crowd a little bit and finished him off, but if this doesn't kill, he needs to hit this stun.
Ooh.
And it does kill, barely! That's
Barely
Molagorid's
kills.
difference.
Yeah, pushes back the Crow, so that's going to be real big for the side of Liminal there. Though he is going into a defense buffed Crow now.
So it looks like no matter what he does, he is going to lose his Rylet.
Yes. I feel like you potentially... The thing, too, here is that after this turn, he loses that really, really beefy shield.
Well, so this should kill through miss. I'm assuming 15k, 0.75. You know, I'm not the best at math here, but...
Damage transfer not
Whoa!
With Aureus.
Ooh, although the problem here is that Ruel, all it has to do... Oh, no, because you get the barrier.
Yup.
Yep.
He's going to... Weeb King's going to bring back the RB, though. RB
He
should...
has 100% CR bar because he died at the top.
That's
unless
true.
he got pushed back.
He got
by
pushed
Spectre.
back. He should have gotten pushed back by Spectee on the kill.
Ooh, he did. Now, Spectee goes for the Ruel since everything is down on her.
Yeah, and then the RB is going to get a free hit, though, here. And it has Soul Burn.
Yeah, there's essentially nothing Liminal can do to stop this damage. RB is primed and ready. He has full stacks. Oh, he even gets the dual attack.
Even gets
just
the
to make
dual
sure
attack.
this is going to kill here. This is going to be best of 3. Also, our mics are a little bit low. I tried to check the volume for a bit. That's why I was a bit quiet, and I need to raise them up a little bit. So.
Okay.
Okay, so the Spectre hangs on by nothing, but the problem is there's only 3 targets on board. If that RB S1s, it's a 50-50 shot that Spectre is deado.
Yeah, not only that, but she does have the... Okay, so opts
Quit on out of here.
to quit on out, go to the next match.
Now, the question is how Liminal is going to approach this next match. Now, I didn't know that Liminal was that much of a standard player. I thought he was more of a Sage Ball control kind of guy.
So he does pull that out from time to time.
I wonder if it's going to see its debut here, or if he thinks he can beat Sky King's standard. I'm actually really concerned about the Last Rider Crow ban as well. I don't know if that would have done that much even against his team, because he's not going for a control team, right? Spec T doesn't really care, right?
Right. Hey, Gary. Hit the continue.
Why need Mola
There we go.
when you can 30% it?
True.
The romance is real between Liminal and Sky King here, since Liminal is rooting for Sky King, and Sky King is rooting for Liminal. Huh?
Waking? Maybe attention.
Yeah, Weeb King did. Yep.
Okay, so how's the sound now? Do we sound a bit better?
Talk for a minute, I'll listen.
Wait, me talk for a bit?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay,
Yeah, Gary
well,
has been adjusting the volume. He's got his headset on, so he has been adjusting things here and there. So, okay, everybody says we sound great. Cool.
okay.
The batting's broken.
Okay, chat says that it sounds great, sounds good to me as well. I guess we're ready to go at that point, right? Hey,
1 sec.
that took a minute to fix that sound.
You all can blame Kaz for being late today as to why the sound was messed up for the first
What are you
time.
talking about? There was no sound testing. What? I was here the whole time.
You were not here. You were in the other room eating pancakes.
I literally had my headset on. I was listening to everything you were saying.
Did
but
you
yes,
actually
I-
have? Did you have the chocolate pancakes?
No, I had an omelet for breakfast today. You know, a little bit of bacon, cheese, some onions up in there, and then for lunch I had some gyro and chicken platter.
Ooh,
Very
sounds
delicious.
Very good, very good. I'm a little jealous. I would like to get some lunch. We'll get some lunch after we get these matches out of the way, though. The voting is out, so make sure you guys get into the chat and get your votes on, and we're going to kick off the round 2. So Weeb King, very good win on that first one.
I wonder how they're going to adapt now. So will Liminal still do the Last Rider Crow ban, or is he going to mix it up?
He still goes for the Last Rider Crow ban. Why?
I
Is Last Rider Crow that terrifying?
Sky King's been making him work very well on stream every night, and you know Liminal's there watching, and that's
That's
yeah,
true. True. We do see the Falconeer Quarry ban come out. Imagine a world of ML5s and you ban a 3-star character, but
I mean, the 3 stars are the most powerful in the game. It's weird, right? But
yeah, it
very terrifying.
It actually is. The Adventurer Ross Falconeer Quarry duo that we saw yesterday was just insane. But very safe-ish on the side of Liminal, taking the Alencia away from the Weeb King. Now, I know that Gabe's Alencia is pretty solid. However, banning the Falconeer Quarry leaves Gabe open to the Rylet pick.
And now that's one counter off the board as well. What do you do in that situation, right? He's already bulked it down, plus he's got a Remnant Violet to boot.
Yep.
Falconer Clary's not on the field. Does that become a must ban at that point?
It almost has to be. I mean, you can run a Dizzy to mitigate some of the Rylet, but ends up going with the 3rd pick, SSB. Now, I wonder if Liminal is picking that up because he knows that Sky King picked SSB last time around.
But you don't want SSB into FCC Alencia, right?
I mean,
No.
no, not really. You also see the A Tywin here, but maybe it is just a pick to take it away from the Weeb King. Now, I know that you don't want to SSB into that. You probably would potentially ban out the Alencia, maybe, depending on what else Liminal would pick out of there. But this also makes it so that Sky King has to draft exactly the Rowana, which now becomes a must-ban.
5-star Awakened as
Oh.
well, dude.
Yeah, but that's an absolute must ban now for Liminal. I don't know that that was the right move on the Liminal side, because if you didn't draft the SSB, right, you could get rid of the Rylet and then deal with whatever else Sky King drafted out. but now really doesn't have much. He's gonna lock the Spec Tenny potentially. Now you have a Rowana, or you have to ban the Rowana. You have a Rylet and a Spec Tenny for damage, and that's huge.
Yeah, that's a lot of protection for that Spectre Tenebria there.
Broman could be very powerful here.
You think so? Ban the
He has to
Rowana?
ban the Rowana anyway. He could just slap it down, it becomes a must ban, he gets his board.
You're gonna have an RNG chance though versus that Remnant Violet. It could be
And
very hit or miss.
If you silence the Crow and the Ruel though, either one, he loses so much of his.
So opts to go into the DN last pick. The problem that I see on the Liminal side, right, is that he has to ban Rowana, but Wave King can just ban the SSB. Ops completely opposite.
And it looks like both are left up on the board.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought since Rowana had to be banned that maybe Sky King would ban out the SSB, but she wasn't really a priority target there, so it's going to be very, very sketchy. The other problem with SSB is that she puts a lot of damage on board for Crowd. Now, if she doesn't bat back, I don't know. It's going to be a really weird situation.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
He doesn't have any way to stop him unless this is an effectiveness ML Tywin.
That's true. That's true. The thing is if it is an effectiveness ML Tywin, you can shut down the Rowana, you can shut down the Crow and the Ruel from time to time, take out the Spectre Tenebria. We do see a big jump in from the Alencia to get the defense buff up alongside the anti-crit, which we know, ooh, wow, that was half of that
lot
Spec
of damage,
Tenny's health.
but it was resisted by the Ruel.
That's true.
Oh, and that poison got rid of battle command there.
That did, so now Sky King's gonna get a stun. Who does he see? He stuns the Tywin.
Yup, stun the Tywin, can't
Half
S3.
health.
So it looks like Liminal's only play here is to save up souls, get the Soulburn SSB because it will hit 3 of the 4 targets, if not all 4, and then that's going to
Sky
be
King
adulting.
early horse into the Tywin. Does this kill
Is this
him?
kill from here?
It does not. And
Easy miss.
ooh, that was tough right there, because now you're gonna get the shield, you're gonna get the lapping. Although the Spectre Tenebria gets to go before the DN can come back around, before the Tywin can come back around. It's gonna be rough here because you can potentially, well, you are going through a shield, you are going through a anti-crit, you're going through defense. We'll see if the Spec Tenny can do that, and that was big damage.
Hands the unhealable. Hits the Rowana as well there.
Yes, that's real big here. I know that the Spectre Tenebria has the revive.
Wait a minute. Is this an effectiveness SSB? Did you notice she landed on the Crow as well, or does Crow
Yes.
not have any effect resist?
No, I think that it is potentially a very high effectiveness SSB. I have seen a lot more people running the effectiveness SSBs because having all of those things land is huge. Now here, he has to stun this Crow or kill it.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Stun it.
The Crowd doesn't have horse.
Yeah, the
All he
Crowd
did-
already
Oh, he
has
doesn't
Soulburn.
have horse. That's right. He already used it. But
And it looks like it is an effectiveness ML Tywin as well. It ended up hitting into the Ruel with both debuffs. Unfortunately, one did get cleansed off by the Rowana here, but I think Liminal might have a chance here. If he can get another heal off on his SSB, he just needs one more rotation.
yeah,
Or the S10 needs to miss her crit.
Alright, drops the Crow. Liminal's saying, you know what, I don't even want to give this Crow a chance to ever horse again. We're just getting him and his mitigation off of this field. Now here is a big problem because I'm pretty sure that Tywin dies right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Tywin is very dead.
The
And
Tywin-
Ruel has revive as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Liminal wasn't able to rotate himself back up fast enough, so the Tywin drops and holy sacrifice!
Holy sacrifice!
Forgot I didn't see an
Maybe-
artifact up on that Tywin.
Maybe we were wrong. And at this point, Liminal is going to get the heal in, going to get the anti-crit back on, going to get the attack back on. The SSB is one attack away from another bat back, and
Just target debuff the Ruel. How much effectiveness does that SSB have?
It has to have 100.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty nice.
gonna get the bat back here. Sure, they're gonna push forward, but you are gonna get the defense
And the
break
Defense
on
break.
That Ruel
this.
is dead.
Ruel is dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
He can kill. Attack buff Mind's Eye.
He
Does
opts to
opt
go
not to
into
go
the
for it.
Rowana. Maybe it's because the Ruel doesn't really have much here.
Was he scared? She still has revive.
Yeah, she's gonna revive possibly Rowana now. Because that Stella Harpa did cleanse off.
Yeah,
Or was it Stella Harpa or Potion Vial?
Stella
That cleansed
Harpa.
off.
Stella
Okay.
Harpa. I might need to go build myself an effectiveness SSB.
Into
He-
herself.
Opts to go onto himself. I guess that
Yeah,
gets
I feel like
rid
that's a
of
very
the-
good option here.
Yeah, it gets rid of the anti-crit actually working.
And this Tywin has Soul Burn S3.
Yep. So you are gonna have the reach here. Does Alencia's stuns both of them?
Is this an effectiveness crit damage ML Tywin?
It
Wait.
seems like it. Does
That's
the,
why. That's probably why he doesn't have immunity set.
Yeah, and the Alencia has S3 here. That Spectenni's dead.
Yeah, very dead.
Very-
Very dead. This is not gonna strip this Ruel, but they're just gonna kill it. Got the target debuff again, and Gabe just gives up. That was really good. That holy
Is it-
sacrifice was actually game changing.
It can't be a 0 ER Ruel, is it? Because I saw it resisting. It resists the Alencia strip turn 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
resisted
absolutely
again
did.
on the invincibility.
I'm assuming those are high effectiveness units. Has to be.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
I know
Gabriel-
a lot of people have been running the high effectiveness a Tywin, but I didn't know I've seen some high effectiveness SSBs, but it isn't very common, right? Usually it's just the super high damage bruiser SSB that just takes those hits, but adding in that extra bit of effectiveness, obviously working out very well, landing those debuffs, which are huge.
So this one decides it all.
All right,
These-
yep, we do
1-1.
have...
We've got a show on our hands.
We got a show on our hands, and the bets are out. This is the last one of the 3. Last round, everybody got upset because, well, Liminal pulled it out. Get your bets into the chat, boys. We do see the same
Viking is
bands.
going to stick with that Ruel first pick here.
He does. Now, here's the thing,
Both
though.
players mixing up the draft here.
Yeah, very, very out of the normal drafting for these two players out of this best of 3. Here's the thing, though. Does Sky King now try to pick the SSB away from Liminal, knowing that it is going to just defense break everything that exists?
You almost have to take it away here, right? But again, if Sky King can't deal with the Rowana himself, if he doesn't have an effectiveness SSB, it's going to be very, very difficult to deal with whatever Liminal puts on board.
Absolutely. I want to see the Green Armin.
Do you think he has it built up? It's
I don't
6-star.
I don't know. I mean, I would love to see it. I really, really enjoy Green Armin a lot. And I actually think a lot of people don't even know what Green Armin does. But we do see Liminal pick up the ML Tywin yet again. Gabe does take away the Alencia this time, though.
Yeah, I guess Liminal decided that A Tywin matters more to him than Alencia.
I
We'll see if
mean,
it pays
that
off for
A
him.
Tywin did some work last round.
Yeah, he put in a lot of work last round, but now he doesn't have a Bruiser Stripper to take on board. Are we going to see the Sage Ball?
I was absolutely just going to say that. If he brings out the Sage Ball, he has the strip, he has the control, and I think that would be a very commanding way to win this third game.
Yeah, Sage Ball is actually very destructive into these 3 units.
Yes.
He has 5th pick though, so he may wait to sneak it in at the end.
We see an Arby pickup.
And
a
Tempest
T
are very
sword.
aggressive draft.
Very. Liminal actually mixing it up quite a bit compared to the last time around. Now, Sky King does take the ML Haste and the SSB here. So it'll be interesting to see what Liminal picks up for this last pick.
This is very, very dangerous for Liminal because he has to pick a stripper here, and that stripper has to get banned out by X Sky King. So what do you do in this situation? You can't break through that draft without defense break.
No, you can't. And this is real rough, too, because that's a lot of AoE. So if you leave SSB up, you're just going to get bat-backs non-stop.
If you leave Blood Moon Haste up, your Arbiter Vildred is essentially useless because they are going to survive.
Yeah, and Sky King bans out the Basar, which would have countered the ML Haste, and Liminal had to ban out the SSB. So it's going to be rough here. Potentially you get the unbuffable from the T-Surin, though.
Yeah, he doesn't
Only
have
if they
the T-Surin to hit.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a strip either.
That's true.
And there are 3 immunity sets on board here, Crow being the only one without it. The T-Surin does proc greater attack buff, but
She
let's
opts
see
to
the damage.
waste the S3 right out of the gate. Is he just going for... Ooh, that was big damage on that Crow.
But here comes the defense buff as well.
Yep.
And it pushed up both the Ruel and the Alencia, because Idol's shoot.
The only nice thing here is that FCC is going to be able to block the attack from the Blood Moon Haste here because of speed tuning, and the ML Tywin is going to be able to stun turn 1. But if he opts to do that, he's going to be on
gets a
cooldown
double
for a
attack
very
there.
long time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He needs to pop off the S3s here. It's his only option.
He's gotta get greater too on his RB. He gets it.
Ooh, he does get it. So he busts out the S3 here.
Now, the other unfortunate part here is he doesn't have unhealable, so the ML Haste is going to be blocked from actually executing with his S3, but he can get the heal off of it, right?
It's true. Does he stun the Crow? He does stun the Crow.
does.
And he does stun the Alencia here.
That's going to be very, very nice for him. The Ruel
Yeah.
does survive it, but...
Now, here's the question. Does he switch his focus over to the Blood Moon Haste after this?
For stupid toys.
He has to. That Blood Moon Haste has to go down here.
Yeah. Or do you potentially just try to finish out the Crow? Because otherwise, once the Crow gets back around, you're just going to get horsed.
With the Crow and the Alencia both being slowed, I don't think those are too priority for him now because Ruel's going to have to use one of her heals.
Yeah. Now here's
That
the problem.
Idol's Cheer, though,
Yeah.
the more you hit into that Blood Moon Haste, the more it's going to push up that Alencia.
Right. Who does she... so she opts to heal the Alencia here.
He's going to need a provoke on that Alencia. Decides to start going into the Crow instead.
Yeah. I don't know... I mean, he can provoke
think
the
it's
Crow
good.
here, right?
I feel like he's being very
He does
indecisive.
provoke... I mean, the thing is, right? So he provokes the Crow because we know that ML Tywin has the effectiveness to do it. Doesn't collect the kill on the RB, but with as much HP that's on the RB, I think that Ruel can almost just kill it. Comes back.
It does. Yep.
Yep,
Yup,
everybody's
that
going to
RB's
have the
executed.
shield. Everybody's got debuff immunity now. You do get the Soulburned S3 to work on the shield here, but I mean, I don't think that's going to cut through. It doesn't at all.
Luckily, the Crow
Pushing
is
them up even
provoked.
more. Yeah. I thought that the Ruel was going to go to opt for the heal, but she was able to execute that Arbiter Vildred, which is very, very nice for the team.
Yeah. I mean, the Crow probably dies here. I mean, it is a
Yeah.
pretty decent damage Tywin. And I think that's... Oh, it doesn't crit, but we do get the provoke, so no horse here yet.
The other problem is that Tywin is very, very far behind on actually getting his S3 back up because he was forced to S3 first turn, right?
Right,
So he's
yeah.
still got another turn to go through of cooldowns before he can actually get anything out.
The problem is the RB will die to the ML Haste Ruel combo attack if the haste crits.
Oh, T-Surin has another S3 here.
Yep, and it's the Soulburned S3 here, so that's a good amount of damage. Does go and... Ooh, got the unbuffable on the Alencia, so no mind's eye for her. Do we bring the Crow back here?
Yeah, I think
assume
you can bring the
yes.
crowd back, yeah.
Haste has
There is
S3.
nothing.
Yeah, very, very safe. Haste S3, the RB's going to drop.
But this is getting old. Shall we put an end to this little game?
The upside of that, though, is that you don't have to worry about the ML Haste S2 anymore, right? Oh, Liminal
Wait,
just
he
pops
quits
to...
out.
I
Why did he quit out there?
I mean, don't know. I mean, I think it would have been a really tough one for Liminal to win, right? But I don't think that it was impossible, especially with the A Tywin S3 coming up, the Tempest-Cern, the FCC mitigation. I think that he could have just waited and played a little bit of the longer game and really just kind of saw how it went, right?
Yeah, I personally would have waited there, and I think that the last mistake that Liminal made was actually soul burning that T-Surin, right? Because his A Tywin S3 was coming back, right? They would have been out of immunity. You could have tried to maybe control them and slowly break them down because your A Tywin has such high effectiveness, but he just opted to throw in the towel. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate. I think that it could have went a completely different way had Liminal opted to continue playing that one out. Maybe Sky King was like, hey Liminal, you know what, if you let me win this one, I will give you a VIP tier 3 sub on my channel.
Wow.
I know you've been watching me a lot, so I think that that's what it was. Maybe you know, Sky King playing a little on the underhanded side. But we do have Babbage versus Kaon. Now, both of these players, very good. Babbage, EU Brain, representing the EU server, actually overcame Nom Nom Bunny, the best account in global.
Yeah, very confidently overcame Nom Nom
which
Bunny.
It actually was really surprising because right beforehand, Babbage was in the tournament chat going, hey, I'm gonna, at least this one's gonna be quick so I can go back to bed since I am, you know, in Europe, and very, very unsure that he was going to be able to do it, but it was a very, very solid fight from those two. And this one gonna be pretty interesting because we know that Kaon beat Jinx, who very solid player as well. But the bets are out, boys. Who do you guys think? Who are you favoring on this one? I know Deity knows.
Well, I said Bobby earlier, but Kaon is so fast. I don't know how people deal with this.
Kaon has returned back to where he belongs in the land of Cleave.
In the land of Cleave. And we're going to see Cleave, but at the same time, Babbage picks up the Roman and the Spectenny.
Yeah, very, very nice him picking up that Broman there.
This is going to be a very fast game. Assassin Sid, RB, ML Haste. These guys know what they're picking. They are ready. We see the SSB come out as well.
So yesterday we did see Bobby. I have no idea how to say his name still, but his SSB, it wasn't too high damage, but extra bulky.
Yeah, very, very thick girl.
That means this Kaon is going to have a hard time breaking it through and taking Faithless Lineca into an SSB and Cerise.
Brings us Cerise and
But
the SBA. We're going to see some control Cleave here.
Oh, nice.
And Mersa last pick.
That Mersa's very terrifying there, speeding up the Broman potentially and becoming an evasion unit, which is very, very powerful against CC.
Yes,
right?
So we do see the ML Haste ban out and the Flitica ban out. I'm a little surprised on the Flitica ban out. I mean, obviously that's the CR pusher, right? So you are going to have to deal with a 500 speed ML Sid, which is going to probably jump in on the Broman here. I feel like that's the only person.
Here's the issue. You can't kill that Broman.
Yeah.
There's no chance he does. It's not dead, it's alive. Yeah.
Barely, but
there's no way you kill that Broman here. He's gonna get his silence off, and it's gonna be
see the
very
quad
unfortunate.
stun. We see
he
a
did
double
getting
stun,
silenced.
no silences though.
Leaving that RB for an S3.
Yep. However, you do see the Cerise S3 come out. That is going to fire off a bat back here.
It connects on the Mersa as well, which is
It
really,
does.
really nice.
The only problem is how does Bobby survive 2 RBS3s?
2 RBS3s, that's real big. I mean, I don't know. He survived that RBS3 with that SSB very.
The SSB still had damage transferred there.
That's true, that's true.
She loses it here, that's what's
The
there.
unfortunate part is that he's not able to stop the Cerise either here. Right? So Cerise can stun that SSB and make it much less of a problem later on in the game. Opts
Okay,
to
so
go for the RB as well.
No greater basket.
That's really good for Bobby. Just
Yep.
rip the bandage off, and it's gonna see the wound here.
No matter what he does here, he's going to get the bat back. The Assassin Sid doesn't get to go at all. Okay, so doesn't actually kill anybody there. Does get the miss on everybody, but this SSB doesn't care.
That SSB is
slightest.
tanky.
Yes, very tanky. You
tanky.
have to
Has
stun
to-
the SSB
yeah.
here as well.
I was waiting for it to be a high effect resist SSB. Although everybody is out of their CC on the Sion side, Kaon side.
Yeah,
So
he can
this
work down that
Assassin
SSB here.
Yeah. Gets the defense break. Greater basket.
If he hits S10 here, that's game.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a 50-50 here.
It is. If he doesn't, though.
Wait. He
Oh,
gets
he
And he
does.
connects.
Oh, and the Assassin Sid. Oh,
Tragic.
Lifesteal Mersa, he still has a chance, right?
no.
I believe
not
that
with
was
the
a
soul
lifesteal
burn.
first, but
Oh, hold
I
on.
can miss speed down, right?
He hits
No
the RB
toll.
for massive damage, though.
Oh, what?
32,000.
Yeah, with that defense break.
32,000, and it is lifesteal.
Yeah,
but-
he's still done this.
We'll see here. Hold on. We might have a game.
But I have no
The thing is, he has to keep tapping this Mercy here. Oh,
He's-
connects as well.
Connects again. Oof.
He needs to not miss here on this Assassin Sid.
Does miss
Oh.
though. If he
He
can,
has us
if he
three
can
back.
just work down the Assassin Sid.
I
Moonlight
think that,
Dreamblade saved him there. This is a true game of evasion.
Oh, that's. Oh my goodness, dude! This Cerise is just hitting everything. It's an
Evasion.
Oath Key Cerise,
correct?
Yeah, is that an Oath Key Cerise?
I believe so.
probably.
Yeah, she's taking those 50-50s and
She is absolutely okay. So first one does go to Kaon, but that was a game.
Bobby, that lifesteal Mersa, the opportunity was there with the RB defense rate, because if you hit that, you're healing for almost your whole HP.
Yeah, no, that
yeah,
was huge.
32,000. That was insane, even with speed down,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
That would have been like 40,000 plus. It would have
Yeah. Imagine
that
if
was
he had
crazy.
Soul Burn too. What a full healed.
been. Oh, easy. I mean, he only had 8k HP. so.
right.
Yeah, that game really did turn into a little bit of a fiesta at the end there. Even the Moonlight Dreamblade Assassin Sid.
Had he hit that, he won.
Yeah,
But that's one of the reasons that I don't like Assassin Sid into Broman is that it's very unlikely that you'll kill the Broman turn one. Very,
Right.
very unlikely.
you know, and usually most good Bromans have immunity set, unlike me.
I can't believe how fast his was on immunity.
Yeah, very fast. Okay, so we're into game 2. The bets are out. What do we see this time? I'm gonna assume it's gonna be another fast game.
I think Bobby has a bruisery playstyle.
Okay, we do see the same bands again this time.
You gotta think that SSB was also in a no damage mitigation team, so Kaon knows if he goes into full cleave and Bobby bulks down with that SSB with some damage in it, he could be in trouble.
So we're seeing the salty run back.
Decides to take the Spectenny early. Did he take it that early last game?
Yes, he second
Yep.
picked the last game as well.
Okay, I see. Oh!
Ooh, stolen Mersa. Kaon's like, you're not doing this. You're not bringing this against me this time.
So, question. Do y'all like Speed Set Mersa or Lifesteal Mersa better?
Personally, I like a Lifesteal Mersa better, just because you do have the potential, because you do have the increased speed, and you have that potential to kind of come back, right? Deal with the chip damage.
I've been using Speed Set Mersa a lot recently, just to one-shot Bromans after they inevitably miss me, and it's been working out pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering which build Sion is actually on here.
Okay, we see a Moonlight Haste and a DJ Bazaar.
Isn't DJB useless here? Is he just trying not to get controlled?
Is he blocking out the Cerise and the Arbiter Vildred pickup?
That's what he's trying for, but
Yeah, but that's a weird draft. There's no reason to do that. You still just draft
Yeah.
Arbiter here, don't you? Ban the ML Haste.
Yeah, ban the ML Haste, and I mean, I'm pretty sure his last pickup is going to be the SSB unless Kaon steals it.
This is the second match, correct?
Yes.
Okay, the chat is saying that y'all put the point distribution wrong and that it was Sion who won the first match and not Bobbage, so you messed up their points.
Oh,
We'll figure that out after this one.
yeah. Gary, did you click Babbage won the first one? Maybe. We'll sort it out.
Sion takes up the SSB as well.
And
now, what is Elena here?
To try to but the Broman, I guess, to let the Broman through, but
Yeah.
that doesn't really counter Broman
Yeah, she doesn't really stop Broman.
unless it's counter set and he 20%s it. I don't know.
And Arbiter Vildred goes onto the side of Bobbage. Very interesting drafts. Now, we
Yeah.
know the Assassin Sid is faster than the Benevolent Roman, but he can't kill it. So do you just go for the DJ Basar here?
Most
But do you
likely,
think you're
yeah.
going to be able to kill the DJ Basar?
It'll be squishier than the Broman.
Yeah, he's squishy. He's dead. If he can see it. Now, that looks like that is a lifesteal Mursa as well. It is
He
a...
might go for I was about to say, he might go for the RB right away. But,
Oh, that's a lot of defense. What?
Yeah, and it was Moonlight Dreamblades, or not Moonlight Dreamblade, but Water's Origin. So we are going to get this. She's going to push forward.
maybe
Yeah,
she is a good counter to Broman.
Yeah.
So there was some damage mitigation from the ML Haste on that DJB, but not a lot.
The chosen one.
So here's the question.
Blessings
You
of
kind of have to push forward, right? You put the immunity up. I guess you could ML Haste S3 into somebody for the healing, but your RB's not going to do anything here.
Yeah. Arbiter Vildred won't be able to do anything here. They've got resist buff. The immunity was stripped off, so maybe he'll be able to land some blinds 50-50. Or unless he's the effectiveness.
you are not
Nope.
worthy
The,
of my
the
curse.
problem here is the Mercer kills the RB, and 3 of the units still have invincibility as the RB revives.
Yeah. He's gonna be in a very good position here. Oh!
He shoots one of them.
Do you still kill the Arbiter Vildred here?
Yes, I mean, you have to.
Yeah. Goes
So you
for
kill
it.
the RB. So you get the S3. This, I don't know that this is going to kill the SSB. It'll do a lot of damage, but I don't think it kills.
No, it won't kill now with the damage transfer, but it could kill the Mercer if he gets lucky.
Which he
That's
does.
amazing. And resistance on that.
Blinds,
She comes back online. She's not gonna
Yeah.
have Misty buff.
blinds the Assassin Sid, though. And that's huge, because now the DJB survived.
And he can hit into the SSB with 70% chance to proc. He gets it.
Misses on the Mercer, charging her up just a little bit more.
Lands
nice
no
thing-
stuns from Bustle either.
So the Elena needs to cleanse off this SSB stun right here. Would be very,
Yes.
does
Does
not cleanse
not.
off the stun. Tragedy.
Mercer repops the RB.
Wow, and Sion pulls this ahead, even though he had a very weird draft. I
Oof.
wasn't sure about the Elena in here, but it actually ended up perfectly countering the RB.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a proof of valor SSB, so that's why she was so bulky there.
Yeah.
Would you like to be my
Yeah, no, there's no
SSB?
way he's got this. I think that the DJB and the ML Haste picks in the middle were very, very odd
Is that all you're capable of?
and detrimental. I
What
that there's-
artifact is that? ML Haste on.
I didn't see one, and I didn't see a Portrait of Haste pop up, so I would imagine Idol's Cheer?
Yeah, there's too much. Yeah, I was gonna say if it's Idol's Cheer, he might be able to push himself
No.
up a bit, but with a
Alright.
5-turn cooldown, there's no way.
And Kaon ends up taking both of them. We'll figure out the points from the previous one. Probably just refund those, as I don't know how to switch the winners back just yet. But Kaon did end up pulling out of both of those, actually.
Yeah,
Very
clean.
dominantly.
Way.
Yeah, as Bobik is a speed player, and Kaon is one of those kings of speed, so
Yeah.
very hard. I struggle against Kaon a lot.
So it looks like Asia server is better than EU confirmed.
Yeah.
Debatable.
I definitely did, but I don't know how to
Okay, so we're trying to figure out the points things to get you guys at least refunded for that. And then the next match, who is the next match?
The next match is Lazy vs. Panshui.
They say Panshui doesn't have the role inside the Discord.
Is Panshui awake?
Oh. Yeah, he was supposed to message me yesterday. I will get Panshui. Hold on, let me run around to the other side of the computer, and I will try to refund you guys your points, and I will go ahead and do what I can.
Jasmine, what you mean, but EU
Oh, wait.
over NA?
Panshui's
Yeah,
in
EU
there.
over an A.
But
Look at
Asia
you.
over EU?
Yeah.
Ah, but NA over KR?
We'll figure it out, Gary, after intermission.
Is that how the cycle goes?
I think it's just EU overall. Except in that one case, because Bobby X Broman didn't proc silences on anything.
Yeah, he actually missed the strip there on the Elena as well.
Yeah, that was the problem with that match. It was a good chance, but Bobby X Broman just either didn't have the effectiveness to hit the strip on that, or he just didn't get the proc.
Okay, so both people are in here. We'll get the points figured out during intermission when I can run back around to the other side so that we don't delay things any further. We do have Panshui versus Lazy. Both of these guys just very confident in their first matches. Lazy coming out kind of as the stand-in for Other and doing very well.
What did Panshui pull out last game? He pulled one weird unit out, right?
Green Assyria.
That's right.
That's right.
The effectiveness green area, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, very, very awesome, actually. So the bets are out for these two. Let's get into this draft. Panshui bullying the master rank Lazy on the left-hand side. Panshui known for bullying lower ranked players.
Cool. Panshui sticking with that SSB ban. He really doesn't want to see it.
Does not. So we see the FCC and the Falconeer Query first picks. And we see the Lilius pickup, the 4 Knights coming out as expected, the A-Tywin. How many more Knights can we fit into this game?
There's about 6 slots left. I'd say we can get 6 more Knights in there if we try real hard.
Knights easy. You got both Crows. You're going to see a Fire Charlotte. You'll see a Charles. That's 4 right there. Green Armin, easy.
Butcher Corpse?
Butcher Corpse.
Or Chaos Inquisitor, whatever. I don't know. I don't know his name.
We do see the Ruel, though. So what does Lazy use to answer this? Does he think that the Green Assyria is going to come back out again?
You know what I would like to see here?
A soul bad
ML
guy.
Crow. Nah. I'd like the soul bad guy. Yeah, nah. I'd like to see the ML Crow.
ML Crow, Vivian, either one fits really well here.
Do you think people took away the first couple of matches yesterday with the ML Crow and went back to the lab all night last night to pull out some ML Crow today?
Possibly.
ML Crow had a good win rate though yesterday, didn't he? I don't.
At the very beginning,
50.
yeah, at the very beginning, he had a very good win rate. Ooh, the Fighter Maya pickup and
Champion Zerato?
the champ. Maybe this is to just kind of counter the Tywin.
I guess. I wonder if that's going to be a high effectiveness Champion Zerato. I haven't seen the build since the bug fix happened a little while ago.
The Champsy isn't too bad here, but I just don't think he brings enough, especially as that early of a pick, because Ryla can just one-shot him.
Yeah, and he doesn't
Ryla
have
can
really
kill
any
him.
sustain on his team either, right?
Yeah,
He has a little bit.
I
with
mean,
the
he has
Clary.
Falconeer Quarry, right? That's all the sustain you really need.
Champ Z sustains himself to
280 speed Randon's Memorandum.
but he doesn't have a unit to give him defense buff, so he really doesn't have any.
We see the Fire Cecilia come out. I really like that pick, actually.
Fire CC into the Champ Z though?
You
Well,
ban-
because the thing is, right, is that if you get immunity buff up, the Champ Z has to waste a turn to strip it, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
yeah,
going for
we
there?
got the Dark Corvus. So not much sustain on the lazy side, and I feel like you ban out the Rylet on the Panshui side.
Yeah, and with the Rylet, if the Panshui has to think with the Rylet banned, he almost has to ban the Corvus, or how does he get enough damage?
Yeah.
He
Waiting
goes-
until timer bans the champion Zerato away. Doesn't he just lose this?
I feel like he does, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is a frenzy loss here. Crown of Glory! Wait a minute! Did you see the artifacts on that Falconer Flurry?
Obstacle,
Yo.
it does not get the provoke here.
Yeah, ends up failing it out, so they will get immunity buff up if he wants to provoke on into them. But the problem here is that that's a Crown of Glory
Yeah.
Falconer Flurry. This ML Tywin is going to struggle.
However,
Looks
at
like
the
no
same
one's gonna
time,
get any
though,
tools here.
yeah, I was gonna say at the same time though that Dark Corvus is gonna struggle because he's not gonna be able to soul burn that S3.
Yeah, true.
Which without the soul burn doesn't hit nearly as hard and isn't nearly as scary. So it'll be interesting. Lots of provokes coming out from the Panshui side.
I feel like this match is almost going to come down as Elbrus procking so much. I feel like this match is almost going to come down to when Falconer Flurry gets her next S3. If you can hit that Ruel, it's going to be a game.
Yeah.
Right?
So chat's siding pretty dominantly here with the, well, not too dominantly, but pulling for Panshui. I do like the Panshui draft. He does have a lot of control here. It'll be interesting to see. Oof.
Lands the
Ooh.
2-turn defense break as well.
Yeah, that's really big. And you can't really provoke anybody on the Panshui side with that immunity. You also have the A Tywin. They're going to just work on this Lilius, get that down. That's going to be a good chunk of mitigation and threat taken out here. The dual
That's
attack.
a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And that's a 50-50, I believe, on that defense break from that Fire Cecilia. Very
Oh,
deadly when it connects.
Unity
Ah,
set.
it hurts.
That is definitely a Unity set, Fire Cecilia there, and the Lilius drops. So that's one down.
A lot of S1s coming out here.
There are. Now we do finally see a provoke from the... Ooh, and the Dark Corvus is online, but again, he doesn't have that soul burn, and he's not
And he's only
going to.
26k HP, so 26k
Panshui.
HP soul burn.
Panshui got 10 souls. He found a way.
Does he rip it off? He doesn't soul burn rip it off, though.
Wait, I'm surprised because he's going to lose these souls to Crown of Glory. Why not soul burn?
Yeah. I mean, he does stun the Falconer Quarry there. Maybe he was just testing the Dark Corvus, but I don't think that it really mattered. That was a really weird
Yeah, the unfortunate
decision.
part here is that this Dark Corvus doesn't have soul burn, like we said, right? I wish that we could see the total amount of souls that Lazy has, but he can't really kill anything on ward here. What do you do?
Yeah. I mean, you could go into the Ruel, but that's...
He needs to line his turns up to where the fighter Maya can soften something before the
Right.
Corvus goes into it, and that
Yeah, or
Maya
vice
still
versa.
low.
But it has to be the Ruel, so you almost need a Falconer Flurry defense break into a Fighter Maya hit into a
could've-
Dark Corvus skill 3, and there's no way that's gonna happen.
Oh,
He
I see
could've
what he's
did it
doing.
right
He's
here.
saving the souls for the cooldown on the FCC shield, and I think that that's actually really good because he can then strategically use that FCC shield to stop any potential Dark Corvus F Maya combos, right?
Yeah, he almost could have did the combo there, but the FCC having her S3 still up was what prevented him from just start Corvusing into the fighter Maya
Right.
baseball after. It's going to be very hard for Lazy to get out of because he has to S3 with the Dark Corvus soon to heal it.
It's getting dangerously low. And it looks like this Falconer Flurry sustain is not going to be enough for the left side of the board, right? She does have that little healing, but it's just not enough here. She's not rotating fast enough. And she's
Right.
getting provoke locked. So terrible for him. Has the S3 locked and loaded. Could pull something away here. Decides to S3 into this ambitious Tywin here, but it's peanuts for damage.
Yeah, as you can see, without the soul burn, I mean, Sure, it takes him to half, but he's literally just going to heal it back up. He's also got the revive on the Ruel, so none of that really matters too much.
Well, here's the weird thing here, too. Why rip that off when you were that close to 10 souls? You see, Lazy hit 10 souls for half of a second there.
Yeah. And I mean,
He could have just waited one more turn.
Yeah, if you had the souls right here, you could have killed something. Because you would have Fighter Maya S3'd right into the Dark Corvus S3, and you would have been able to do it.
Yeah, I think this game is a wrap in Panshui's favor. There's just nothing Lazy can do. You've got two one-shotters that, one, nothing is squishy enough for F Maya to one-shot, and then two, Dark Corvus can't build any souls versus ML Tywin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to rule it out yet.
There's the bat.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty big damage there. We also have...
You're just going to constantly get shields and heals, right?
Yeah. I mean, Falconeer Quarry is out of Provoke now.
Yeah, this is a chance for him to try to establish something.
The problem is, okay, so you end up going in on the Fighter Maya. I mean, you do have the Ruel S3 is down. But I don't think
that Fire
matters.
Maya is looking dangerously low.
Yeah. Because you are going to just get a shield here.
There's an Elbrus.
Ooh,
Yeah, there's your pulse.
bonk.
Okay, so there's some damage mitigation off the board.
Okay. But I don't think that changes too
Provoke?
much, though. I mean, that is a pretty decent Provoke right there.
So this is a chance for Clary to maybe break into a couple cycles.
But there goes
hits,
the Provoke.
hits
Why
the
would
ambitious
you...
Tywin.
That was an int?
Yeah, that was definitely an int, because...
That was his one chance. I think he threw it. I don't know if he had one anyway, but...
Do you... I mean,
Did
I
he,
feel like
you think he forgot about Battle Command there?
Or he maybe thought he already procced it.
The
And I think this
Soulburn
is-
S3.
I think this is the first longer match that we've had today, and it kind of does show that again, where like when you play for a very, very long time, it's hard to keep up the mental fortitude to continually make the right decision.
Yeah. Although sometimes I like that, right? Because it does show who has the more focus, the, playing 5D chess versus, having that weaker mental fortitude, right? And being able to make those decisions. That's a problem that I have with my longer games.
There is one chance here. If he can get the an Elbrus proc onto his Dark Corvus, he might have a chance to get rid of the Ruel.
Why does he just keep going into the A Tywin there, though?
This is a chance because Ruel is one turn off her S3. She honestly might have to S2 herself.
He probably doesn't want to proc Elbrus, is why he's going into it.
Yeah. So we'll see if the Ruel S2s herself. She doesn't.
She's 13.5k HP.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead right here. I think this is Lazy's game now.
Going into deep frenzy here. Does he try to hit the Dark Corvus to provoke it? See, I feel like he with
That was
the
his only
effectiveness-
play.
Skill from full.
It should. It does about 15, 16k. Right?
Yep.
16-9. Yep. It's Lazy's game.
And now Lazy just
Wow.
wins with Dark Corvus. Wow.
Just wins with Dark Corvus. Although this
Now,
Falconeer
why didn't he
Quarry-
shield himself there? to
Yeah,
try
he
to
needed
protect
to
himself?
Ruel S2 himself to try to survive that to get that barrier. That was his only play. But he saw the damage from into the Tywin earlier, where we saw it was only 12k, but Tywin had a barrier, so
Yeah,
it
that's
actually
okay.
hit for 16k, and there was damage transfer from FCC.
Yeah.
So that was the
Obstacle
Lazy
Raw
plays this so well.
S3.
Just a little bit too conservative.
And that's
from
a lot
Panshui.
of resistance there, probably, on that Dark Corvus. Unlike
Yeah,
the Dark
very high
Corvuses.
resistance.
Ooh, big
Maybe.
damage, though.
I would. That's some scary damage
he
coming
hits-
out.
his Dark Horse dies here.
He has to hit the A Tywin, though. Oh, I was going to say, if
No,
he
he
gets
can't.
another... Ooh, okay.
He's gonna take one hit, and
And he's
it's
slower.
depending on speed.
He's slower. He's slower.
He is, but
It's
does
over.
this do enough damage?
Yeah, it only has like 2k HP.
Okay.
The Dark Horse right now.
We get the
Yeah, I think it's like
S3
4.
in. Wow.
And a
What a
crit,
Panshui
and a crit.
comeback.
Yeah, that was it.
Wow.
What a Panshui comeback. That was a good match, though.
That was.
That
For a
was like
friendly match,
back
that
and
was
forth
entertaining.
on both of them. How many times did we say, well, that's game?
I told
Yeah, but that's why you play it out. But that's why you play it out. Yeah.
Yeah, Liminal.
Yeah, limit.
Calling you out directly, Liminal. You don't give up. Never surrender, Panshui. But Panshui taking the first one. Very, very strong plays from both of these guys. I was super, back and forth on that one. Absolutely awesome.
Those of you that voted for Panshui, congrats on the first one.
That's right.
Yeah, I feel like there were a little bit of misplays from both players there. Some non-optimal, button clicks going on here. But
Very much so. But I mean, it's a lot easier for us because we're watching, right?
Yeah, we don't have the stress of competing for money.
Yeah,
true,
we don't have the stress. We don't have the stress. We're watching from the top of the tower coming down. These guys are in it. These guys have that $500, $600 now on the line thanks to Boozler. Dude, want to just thank him yet again for increasing the overall pot for everything. Bets are out. These boys are back into round 2. We see the same bands this time.
band's coming out. Panshui really likes that SSB band, and I take that personally as an SSB player.
Hey, you know what? Just shows the respect that Panshui has for the SSB player.
Yeah.
Very strong unit. I blame SSB for every limited since being balanced.
Mediocre.
Even though everybody else is like, when are we going to get another SSB? Why isn't this unit better than SSB? Imagine wanting yet another SSB and a Tywin buff. Speaking of, though, Panshui going for the exact same draft. We do see a little bit of a different draft out of Lazy this time with the ML Haste.
Some sustain in there. Very nice. I've seen people who raw pick ML Haste, and it's still very, very strong.
It is. The damage mitigation and the healing on the S3, as well as the true... Ooh! We see the
She
green...
comes out!
Yes, I love it. I love it. But yeah, you're right. A lot of people discount the ML Haste a little bit just because you're not taking him into an Arbiter Vildred or something along those lines. The damage, the true damage, the healing, the buff strip on S1 is even strong.
I like this Grimace area.
If I must,
I'm gonna need to ask him for those stats. Do a little bit of comparison later.
Yep,
I
we
want to see
Where?
Asteria break into the meta.
I would like it too. We do see the Aros last pick though.
I don't understand Lazy's side.
Yeah, very... I don't
It's
know.
a little bit questionable. He has very low damage. I mean, only one actual bruiser inside of Valencia, but maybe he's just hoping he gets Falconer Clary Lilius through.
Yeah, if the Alencia gets banned, he has the A-Ross dual attacks. He has a ton of dual attacks.
So we see the FCC and the ML Haste bans come out here. But that leaves up the Rylet.
So
and
I'm
the
curious what his
Tywin.
highest attack unit is. Well, it's gonna be the Alencia now. Never mind.
Is it though?
Maybe?
What if it's the Falconer Clary?
I'm hoping it's a Falconer Clary. He needs to be cycling like a madman and sending birds, just shooting birds everywhere.
That would be actually crazy. Who do we see this go in on? Do we see just immediately in on the Falconer Clary? Doesn't use it for the buff
that's
strip,
dangerous,
uses it for the...
right?
Oof.
Because you have to
Yeah.
provoke here.
Yeah.
Right? So now you're going to take huge damage. Luckily, he doesn't have attack buff yet, but it's still going to chunk this Falconer Clary.
Yeah. It doesn't hit it nearly
Oh,
as hard as I
didn't know.
expected.
Yeah, wait.
But does get the double attack in, and the blind, and the unbuffable, but this will just be cleansed off by the Lilius.
Yep.
stop me.
However, Falconer Clary won't get the defense buff here. But you can cleanse this, and then Alencia just gives the defense buff to Falconer Clary. I feel like that's the play here.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roar here. He doesn't have Mind's Eye, so he doesn't need to try to go for a punch.
Right, but he
Going for the
does.
defense break.
Opts to go for the defense break here.
But this is just gonna get healed
That'll
off by
be-
Ruel.
It
Yeah.
wastes the heal at least.
Yep, it does waste the heal, because otherwise you would have had the Lilius into the defense broken area, forcing the S3 to come out. So we do
Well,
see...
the thing about Panshui's draft as well is that he has a lot of free skills, right? He has the Asaria to reset no matter what happens. So unless you execute both
true.
Ruel and Asaria, like, it's gonna be rough.
I'm starting to love the Crown of Glory into ML Tywin.
Yeah,
On that Clury right now, it's keeping his soul so far down.
so we do see the provoke there on the Assyria. We're going to see the S3 come in on the Falconeer Quarry.
Do you think this is a low damage Remnant Violet? Or a very, very tanky Falconer Flurry?
Well,
I
the
think
Falconeer
that
Quarry
Clary's
is
tank.
almost 20k defense, or 20k HP.
Yeah, she probably has a lot of defense as well, protecting her from this Rylet.
Yeah, not only that, but a good amount of defense as well will help you into the late game where Falconeer Quarry actually does scale with that defense.
He reset the Rylet.
He wants another S3. Trying
I
to
mean-
do big damage.
He's going to get
Once that flurry falls,
Yeah, and gets that defense break as well.
Ooh.
She's dead.
Does she...
yeah.
Oh, you have to S3 here.
Already
Does-
used.
Oh, you already used
Yeah,
it.
does she have S2
Falconeer
to
Quarry.
hit the
No,
Rylet?
she Falconeer.
Nope,
she has
already
to
S2
the Assyria.
this area.
Yup, there's the clap back.
I'll protect you. I hope you
Does have the S2, but just keeps going for... Okay, so it is the Alencia that he's going to pull in, but the Falconeer Quarry's dead here.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna
Yeah,
matter.
and Ruel still has revive, so that doesn't matter. And then when Asaria comes back, she can reset the Ruel, and then it's like nothing even happened.
Yeah. Well, she did reset the Rylet already, so you do have the cooldown on the S3 there. Oh,
Hits the Rylet.
Whoa!
He can finish the Rylet.
Big damage.
wow.
He
That
can-
Rylet's dead.
Yeah, but
Now,
again,
the decision time.
again, you revive the Asaria, you reset the Ruel.
He
and
already
then-
used his reset on the Rylet.
Yeah.
He's on a cooldown on
Oh,
his reset.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what do you do here?
I think he still goes for...
Assyria, and then just hoping you can work your way around to getting those resets.
No, he goes for Rylet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wants it back on board. He said,
Yeah.
if you hit me once, I can dodge the next
And
time.
he has the S3 off cooldown because the Isaria'd it.
So we do see, because he did raw S3 the A Tywin, so he does have that on cooldown for a while here. You S1, now you S3, and then you get your evasion, and then you just
Attack
get your
buff.
last point off of the potential miss from
I'm
anybody.
actually
that's-
surprised. I'm actually surprised that he would go for the S3 here into full defense buff. There was almost no reason to.
It's to give him attack buff, so when he procs here, he gets...
You get attack
Oh, you
buff
get the
either way.
attack buff ahead of time.
Oh, you get it beforehand on the... Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
he
I don't have Rylet.
S3'd there so that he potentially could squish somebody up, but the 8 Tywin dies now.
So he's still on 1 turn cooldown for the S2.
The Lilius.
I think
looking
Lazy
very-
needs to hit anything other than this Ruel here.
Yeah.
Can he build up enough souls to get a soul burn provoke onto this Ruel anytime soon?
Here.
I mean, it's very possible.
Oh, he gets the
There's a dual
free
attack.
dual attack.
Here's the problem, though. You're going to have a hard time hitting the Ross S3 or the Alencia S3s here. And Lilius is going to potentially...
Ooh, provokes
puts
the
a shield
Rylet.
up.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
that's
strange.
no, that's good because otherwise that Lilius was most likely going to die. So gets the shield up, forces a provoke yet again. So we're going to see the shield plus defense on a 33.3% chance, repeating, of course, that it would have gone into the Lilius, but it doesn't. It goes into the Alencia here, which does
Yeah,
this
that's-
proc Mind's Eye. It doesn't.
Nope. I'd say that would have been best case scenario.
Yeah, so you focus the... You have provoke on... Ooh, you're going to focus the... Oh, just get rid of the Rylet while you have the... The problem is, though, is if you don't hit one of these, he's going to get enough charges.
He goes
Oh,
for it.
deleted.
All he has to do is hit one of these.
That one.
But the problem is that Ruel's almost back into her skills again, and you don't have enough effectiveness to actually land against this Ruel, so what do?
You
he
just
raw
dual attack
do it?
70 times.
Yeah, you just dual attack 70 times.
Yeah, you just wins right here. He's gonna dual attack every single hit.
She's got revive up.
It's Tachireko's.
I'll protect you.
Dual attack again?
Yeah, there's another dual attack, but dual attack into skill 3 is not gonna
Soul
kill.
burn the S2.
Oh!
I think it will.
It'll be close.
It will be close. And the thing is even if he brings somebody back, right?
Oh, that's dead.
Yeah.
Ruel's dead. Then you just deal with whoever she brings back. And it doesn't matter. She's dead.
just
Alencia
enough.
just
enough.
Yes. Yeeting that Ruel off of the map. So we got a game, boys. It's 1-1.
Yeah.
Wow.
1-1.
I thought Ruel was gonna live there.
Now, that many dual attacks and that Alencia was
Yeah.
big damage all game.
Yeah, once you get later into Frenzy with the Ross dual attack and Alencia, it puts out so much damage, and you just soul burn that S2. Even if you don't defense break, the Alencia's damage is just massive.
So I'm thinking here, and this is my opinion, right? That reset on the Rylet cost him the game. Why wouldn't you
Absolutely.
just save the reset?
I have no
He didn't expect
clue.
his Rylot to get hit. He didn't know he was going to hit it with the Alencia.
Here's the thing,
but your
though.
Asaria dies, right? You just
Yeah.
revive the Asaria, reset your cooldowns, and boom, you're back to square one. Isn't that the point of Asaria?
Well, if his Rylot wouldn't have got hit, he would have popped an S3 right after and continued to push out more damage.
Yeah,
So
here's the
he
thing,
was just-
Davey.
That's greedy. That's the greedy play.
He
Imagine-
trusted his Rylot.
Imagine
You
trusting
never
your
trust
Rylot.
evasion. Come on, it's evasion. That's the
It's
meme.
evasion, right? You build your Rylot and treat your Rylot as though he doesn't actually know how to evade. Didn't we talk about this yesterday? The evasion in this lobby turned all the way to 0.
Yeah, I always turn the evasion down in my
Yeah,
lobbies
100%.
personally, right? Come on.
If I must fight,
But anyways, guys, bets are up in chat. This is 1-1 here. Let's see who pulls this out. Chat right now pulling for Panshui, even after that int last round. Does pick up the Falconeer Quarry and does pick up the Rylot right out of the gate with the FCC third pick. I think this is the first time we've ever seen FCC actually picked in the third spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually first pick, right?
Yeah. Imagine a game without FCC. But we do see the Lilius and the A-Ross pick up on Lazy's side. Do we see the DN and the Alencia pick up? We do see the Alencia pick up in it.
Dizzy.
Well, I think it's because he's going to probably ban the Falconeer Quarry, right? Still need a way to deal with the Panshui Rylot in the way of the Dizzy. Not only that, but Dizzy potentially has more attack than the Alencia. I've seen people run that with the Adventurer Ross, and it's actually very toxic.
That A-Ross put in so much work. He had 2 3-stars on his side of the board, right?
He
Falconer
did,
Glory
yep.
and Adventurer Ross. Wow.
Absolutely.
3-star metagame, maybe?
He didn't have a single Moonlight on his board. He was
Not
free to
at
play.
all.
Yeah,
Free
free
to
to play,
play.
by the way. Come on.
Just goes to show free to play overcoming the whale that is Panshui. I mean, look at all those MLs over there. Panshui, are you going to pull out the Acades? The counter Sigurd Surmia? We go with the Asaria
There's the Asaria again. This time with no Ruel.
No
right?
Ruel. Interesting.
Oh, that'd be a very strong pickup. He loves his
He
3
picks the
stars.
A Momo. 3-star.
Finally, someone drafts up Montmorency. Hey, that's the game winner
Three-star
right there.
meta,
You
boys.
gotta ban that Montmorency. You don't have a choice. The
Yeah.
Montmorency wins. 100%.
Yeah, there's no.
People
can't
think that you're
solve it.
trolling right now, Kaz, but you're absolutely right. Montmorency is very, very
Oh,
strong
yeah.
into this
No, I
Panshui.
am serious.
Yeah.
I have a 279 resistance Montmorency. I don't play around. Free
Well, you-
Montmorency, you win.
Lacy's on a 1 bar. Uh-oh.
We do see the Rylot and the Adventurer Ross ban out. If Lazy does disconnect right now or before the first round, we will remake.
Okay.
Unfortunately, after 37 minutes and after Liminal DDoSes you, we can't remake because
Yeah.
we're not spending 37 minutes making them watch the VOD to go back through everything.
Yeah, it's looking like lazy DC, but
No. I think so. Maybe. I'll check.
Yep.
yeah,
we-
okay.
We'll
So, I'm
remake,
glad it happened there.
Yeah,
Remake-
remake same draft.
same
Yeah,
draft,
same draft. I have
bands.
a picture. I'm taking a picture of it right now. Don't start it
Okay.
yet. He got it. Never mind. I don't need to.
Okay, so we will wait for Lazy to come back, and while we're doing that, yeah. Lucky DC, then and not after a minute. That's right, that's right. So yeah, we'll just do same draft. Doesn't matter who gets first pick, same bands, everything like that, and then we will get into that one. We didn't close the betting, so all the betting will be the same, but you can't go back in and rebet. But anyways, guys, what do you think that you think they're gonna see? We're gonna see the same thing. I mean, we did see the Montmorency, and I think that that's gonna be really big on the lazy side.
She wins that game as long as she is bulky enough to survive the Bruiser A tie when you win for free, right? There's no way they can deal enough damage to you.
Yeah.
So, big ups to Panshui because we just confirmed he is not watching the stream.
Oh.
'Cause he's like, what just happened?
Oh, nice. Why didn't Panshui have to play on his phone? Because didn't he disconnect just the other day on something? I think he did.
Yeah, phone's a safe play right
Phone
now.
is the safe play because there's sometimes that my emulator just decides that it wants to just take a dump. But while we're waiting for lazy, guys, make sure that you're staying hydrated. Get up, do a little bit of stretching. You know, you just gotta be ready. We will have Booty Pop up next after this one.
Why don't you just surrender?
Very excited to see that one. So we've got everybody back in. Panshui, hit ready, and we will get back into this. So just make sure everybody's same drafts. Make sure that Lazy knows.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna type it again.
Yep. So yeah, same draft, same bands, and we'll get back into it. Panshui, you just gotta message me, dude. Hold on, I'm gonna go give Panshui this roll right now. But if you guys want to just start that up, Kets, then they can start going ahead and jumping into that. Panshui. Alright, so we see the Falconeer Quarry come out, the Alencia and the Lilius. Very unexpected drafts from these two guys. We do see the Rylet pick up. We see the FCC third pick. What a crazy draft that these guys... They're so fast. So fast. These guys know exactly what they're trying to pick up right now. This is the fastest draft I think I've ever seen. Crazy. Crazy. The bands are out.
Even faster than this.
Oh
dude.
my god, so fast right here that I didn't even give Panshui that roll. So sucks, Panshui. Don't lose this one. But okay, so we're into it now. We do see the Assyria go first. This is going to be...
Wait, this Dizzy doesn't have immunity.
Dizzy doesn't have immunity. It's okay. She would have gotten stripped right now anyways. Maybe it's a super high... Maybe it's the Shotgun Shogun Dizzy special with 300 effect resist. We're going to find out right now.
About to eat some debuffs here.
It's not. It's not. That's gone. Doesn't need to Falconeer Quarry.
Has to provoke the Lilius here. Can we see a 15%? Nope, it's
no
both
15.
debuffs.
We do see...
You need to push them back.
Wait,
yeah.
You
Like
just,
the F3?
you're just gonna rip it. He's gonna try to get the blind debuff to stick on the Tywin.
Yeah, rip the S3 out
He
here.
gets it.
The blind does, but we do see the clapback. Still big damage. brings the Alencia
Ooh,
in. Defense break. That's going to be real big. You have to rip the S3 here to prevent that Alencia damage.
So that blind debuff could be the determining factor of the game.
Yeah, if he doesn't get some of the... I mean, Montmorius, he's going to go next, right? I mean, but you got big damage that can come in on that Dizzy right now.
And the Dizzy doesn't have the defense buff. He
Doesn't
decided
have
to
the defense
rip off
buff.
that S3 immediately.
Yeah, you did get the Mind's Eye, though, on the Alencia due to that clapback. Oh, and
Yes.
the miss. That's big, because now you're just going to S3 the Dizzy. Lilius has defense buff, so you can just wait another turn.
Ooh, that's a nice heal.
That is a big heal. And
A
Momo
skill
right
2.
back. Boom.
Oh, we got both
the
debuffs
extra.
up there.
Got
Yep,
both
the proc.
debuffs. We're back
3
in
stars.
back in action here.
Yo, these
That
3 stars
Momo.
are crazy.
Yeah, that Momo's strong.
Hey, build your 3 stars, chat.
That's right.
Get them ready.
Don't tell me that you can't win with 3 stars.
Now, he did relock his Falconer Clury S3 back up. I don't know if that's the play, because you have to hit it back into the Lilius, right? She still has her S3,
Yep.
and Momo can proc another S2 here, right?
That is true. And we got the provoke on the Lilius. You S2 push back, but you're gonna get rid. I mean, you're gonna get rid of the blind on Tywin anyways. Oh, you
Oh,
did
it
get rid
stayed.
of the attack. Nice. Elbrus gonna clap back in. Another miss.
So, do you think that Panshui is trying to stock 20 souls for a soul burn into the Momo, or what do you think he's doing? The Momo saved the skill 2 there, decided not to heal. That was very weird.
I think that she's just waiting for any sort of... Because this isn't gonna... Okay, so that's not gonna do much there. You still have the Mind's Eye. Another miss. Missing everything. Gonna double up here. No defense break on the first one. Doesn't really do too much damage. I don't see it really didn't do a whole lot there.
The soul burn misses, at least on 2 units. I didn't see it on the Lilius or not.
That
He
hit
missed all 3. Tragic.
absolutely nothing. That is
Garbage.
100%
The only one he hit on was
tragic.
Momo, the one he literally couldn't stun.
Yeah, and now the thing is, Momo comes back around, gets rid of the debuffs on the Alencia with the S2, and you're right back to where you were. Now, the blind is off of the Tywin now, and provokes the Lilius, and the Dizzy is provoked here. But
I will say here that I think that Lazy is being a bit too conservative with his Montmorency, right? Because
Yeah.
he's on Magraha's Tome, not Rod of Amaryllis, right? Which means that he's going to cycle a little bit faster, but he's not going to heal, right? Not healing on that S2 when you're going to S3 here makes no sense to me.
yeah,
Because then you're moving right back into another S2.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to stop being so conservative. The debuffs are not going to stick onto him. He has no reason to keep them, but he does
this
one-shot
Assyria
this Assyria here.
is gone, deleted, no more Assyria. Gonna pull out the S2. The provoke is gone here.
Momo, dude. Momo
Yeah.
made the magic happen, I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Momo is a Tywin's worst nightmare.
What do? You're a bruiser, but if your damage doesn't stick, it's not gonna matter, dude.
Yeah, and every A Momo comes immediately with like 400 effect resist
Yeah. Basically, for free, right?
for free. Although she's getting very low here, very dangerous.
If she procs her 1-turn cooldown, she'll be right back up. She didn't.
Yeah, they're right.
Does not proc it. But luckily, this Falconer Clury was slowed here. Can he get a sleep on this FCC here? That'd be really, really nice. Sleeps on the
drops
A Tywin.
But that breaks the Falconer Query out of the provoke.
Yeah.
I don't know that that was the play.
Question.
Yeah,
Because-
now this Momo's dead.
Yeah, the Momo's just dead now. You have A Tywin, you have FCC. I think that was an int right there. You should have just went right into the either the FCC with the A Momo or the Falconer Query, either one.
You know what's crazy? Had he gone into the FCC, he would have slept her.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he did land the sleep.
Yeah. Why
Yes,
would
and-
you go into ML Tywin there?
yeah, that was an absolute int. That very well may have just cost him the game here.
And this is why I like Rod of Amaryllis Montmorency. I'm just saying, the heals aren't enough. I don't think you need more CR. right? There's no reason to pack that extra 20% CR every time you use a skill. You might as well get some actual healing onto Momo.
Right.
This
Yeah,
is looking
Rod of
very
Amaryllis or even Shamadra Staff to just overcome a little bit of that, plus the effect resist is, either one of those is a little bit nicer than the tone. Yeah, I think that misclick there literally just cost Lazy the game. Because now they're just going to lock everybody down. There's no sustain anymore on Lazy's side, and you've already shown that the Tywin is just eating these Dizzy...
Yeah.
Just eating this Dizzy for lunch.
Wow.
Unless that Alencia can go insane.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You'd have to
Yeah.
one-shot the Falconeer Quarry and
First.
then resist every slow stun from here on out. And he opts to go into the FCC.
Another Soulbird S3.
Tywin's got souls. Dizzy's got, Falconeer Quarry has enough souls. You can just do whatever you want here. And slow, provoke, stun, doesn't matter. This is just a matter of time before they wear this team down.
S3 from FCC is going to come out.
That was
Wow.
a $600 misclick.
That thing is proc. Well, I mean, it's gonna proc every turn.
Yeah,
from
that
there.
Elbrus has a 110% chance to proc, actually, when it's on a Tywin.
Oh yeah, this is over.
Looking
free.
very, very tragic.
Your free trial of playing the game has ended.
Wow. I really thought that Lazy had that match.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. I will say that misclick, very, very unfortunate. Magraha's Tome, definitely not the play on Momo.
Yeah, that misclick was huge. Just hitting into that A Tywin, getting rid of that provoke, was just an absolute int right there. Panshui paying off Lazy for that round. Feels. Hey, you know what though? It was a game, right? It was a game. So up next, we're gonna have Jace versus the Booty Pop X.
Wait, is this the bottom of the?
This is
last round?
yes.
Yeah,
actually.
it's not godless. It's not godless. It's just who moved on ahead.
Yes. It's not godless. Nope. I misclicked yesterday. Actually, I rigged the bracket because if godless has millions of fans, I am one of them. But it is Jace versus Booty Pop Triple X. Now, Booty Pop Triple X came all the way out of the Champions Cup, fought everybody there, fought the RNG god Sama Gamer yesterday, and I'm actually interested to see. I want Booty Pop just to take this whole thing. Just started from the bottom, take the top. Here's the thing though, do we see the double Tenny picks today?
Oh, I don't remember what Jace. Is it Jace? Jace?
I call it Jace.
Jace. Okay. What did they play yesterday?
That
I
is
just
a
can't remember.
good question.
There's a Cerise profile picture, so they might have cleaved, and it was just a fast game.
That was I was like really far into the day. I
was.
actually do not remember that match. I remember quoting the godless copy pasta quite a few times.
Yeah.
Kaz, what did Jace play yesterday?
He plays a very standard draft, right? So we're talking like Lily as Dizzy, Falcon, or Clury. He likes to play essentially what's very, very similar to an Aether Bulge play style, right?
Okay.
He might be trying to break out of that a little bit here today. I know he's been in the lab.
In the lab. Well, we see the Edgy Boy banouts. Also, chat wants everybody to hydrate. There's a lot of
chugging.
hydration. Go.
Should we get started?
Kaz, make sure you're staying hydrated too.
Oh, okay, of course.
Okay.
All right. There you go, chat. Make sure everybody in chat is staying hydrated as well. We see the Lilius and we see the Aros pick up with the DN.
Really?
Why is Booty popping in bronze? What's going on down there? Does he just int to bronze? What's he doing in there? Is he 5-star battling?
He's
If you don't do
probably...
your placements, it shows you're in bronze, silver, wherever you're actually at.
Okay.
Yep.
Would have been more interesting had you said that he was actually the best level 1 player in the game.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, he is just the rank 1 bronze player, absolutely locking it down there in the bronze rankings. Easy.
Oh, and his booty popping decides to take the Lilius Falconer Clury away.
So it's going to be a no ML5 fight?
Very disgusting combo. We've got 3 stars. We've got RGB.
That's right.
The edgelords are banned.
Edgelords are banned, so don't even have to worry about both of those. But picks up the Green Asaria.
It's not
Surprised to see
bad.
Falconer Clury and Green Asaria on the same team.
That is
honestly.
going to be pretty rough. There's going to be a lot of defense break there.
He ran out of time, so I don't know if he even meant to pick that Asaria. I literally picked it 0.
That might, though, be the mind games in work right here.
True.
Does Jess take up the Holiday Euphine here? Wouldn't be bad into this double grass.
Yeah, also, I would like to see the Holiday Euphine make a bit of an appearance today. I have been a big fan of her myself after seeing her quite a bit in the Champions Cup.
She got played a lot in the Champion Cup.
She did. Oh, we see the Fire 5 head. A
That's a
personal
big
favorite of mine. They're real big here. We do see the SSB pickup into double grass, though.
Yeah, they're taking their time. This first match, I don't know if they're worried.
Very sweaty right now. Booty Pop hovering the Eaton, also another fan favorite of mine.
There's no way he drafts up Eaton here.
No, but he does pick up the Vivian.
Now,
Sorry,
Vivian's actually very... You think so? I think that she'd be very weak into anti-crit plus defense buff, right? It's going to be hard to...
You're going to strip it off. And have
with the double
you have
defense
2
break.
defense breakers.
Yep.
And you have a dual attack with your Lilius, S3, S2. You're going to cut in front of your Lilius, or your Vivian. You can cycle insanely.
Absolutely.
It has potential.
And we see the Dizzy last pick. I feel like, depending on what Jace picks up last, the Fire 5 head's the ban.
Kind of a weird draft to me. I haven't seen anybody, I guess, put these 5 together before.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like if anybody can pull this off, it's going to be Booty Pop Triple X. Okay, we do see the Holiday Euphine come out.
That's pretty good here.
I like it.
I would have thought the Vivian was the ban. But I guess he doesn't have much to do with... I don't know.
So we do see the Fire 5 head Charlotte get the ban, and we also see the Dizzy band out here. Now, we do see 3 grass into a team of water, and I don't think necessarily that the Ross immunity is going to do much here because you have so much strip on the side of Booty Pop Triple X. Maybe...
I think he just rips off an S2 into something right away.
Not gonna be able to kill.
Burn!
He ends up going for the S3, puts up that defense buff, and it's gonna be a 15%-ish kind of game.
Yeah.
Now, the only unfortunate part here is that the Falconer Clury almost needs to go into the Holiday Euphine here to prevent the S3. Or do you just go for the strip onto the SSB immediately?
I think you just immediately do it.
Yeah.
You have 2 strip opportunities here.
You do. So you test the first one. If that one doesn't make it, then you test the second one. You also have the resets here from the Asaria that can be used to reset potentially the Falconer Quarry, reset the Vivian. Okay, we do get the
Holiday Euphine.
The Holiday Euphine.
So
Now
there's
he's going to be able to stick 2 defense breaks, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is big.
This goes into the SSB, obviously. Oh, resets the Falconeer Quarry?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Birds, birds, birds.
So, if the only problem that could come in here is he's probably going to Lilius S1, it looks like.
Oh, no defense break.
Oh, but that's a
doesn't
very
matter. That's a lot
squishy
of-
SSB. Or
Yeah.
a very strongest area, one or the other here. It does have attack buff, might be Bruiser.
Might be that
That's
bruiser.
flush.
Might be that bruiser Assyria that Code was looking for yesterday.
Yup, that Bruiserous area.
He goes for S3?
Goes for the S3 to potentially.
Yeah, this does get rid of the
the
mischance
evasion.
evasion. Yup.
Oh, and that's real big because I think that even with the DNS2 coming out, that's going to get rid of the provoke there. Puts the shield up, but this doesn't matter. Booty pop toilet bowls here.
Gives him enough for the soul burn SP, but it's
No, it
not
doesn't.
enough to kill.
Oh, it missed. But you're going to get the S. Ooh, the Lilius.
That's the perfect
Oh,
target.
33% chance to delete SSB.
Now, I don't think that mattered too much there, just because in that situation, there wasn't really anything SSB could do to pull this back. They have full immunity. It's 3 grass units. You're
There we
basically
go.
right.
Booty pop with the questionable Assyria, pulling it out very dominantly there.
Double defense break, putting in the
Double
work.
defense break, yeah. All right, so Booty pop up 1. The
That was cool.
gatekeeper of bronze doing work.
I thought the Assyria was a possible misclick, or not
See?
misclick, but timer out. But
That's what I told you, Deity. That's the mind games right there. You didn't think because he let the timer run out. You're like, is he playing with me right now? Is he playing with my heart? Was that a misclick? Absolutely not.
we did not see that in the Champions Cup, so
We
Booty
didn't,
Pop's
but-
probably been in the lab.
At the same time, that's what I said in the videos, that word on the street was that Booty Pop had to hit the lab in order to come up with some new game plans, since he showed a lot of it in the Champions Cup. So the next bets are up, and let's get into game 2. What kind of dark horse story would it be if Booty Pop swept this tournament? Coming all the way up through the Champions Cup, through the September showdown to take first place. Would be amazing to see it.
You Shogun, but that's what I would call a Cinderella story.
Absolutely.
Wait, where's the Prince Charming?
It's
That's
you.
Kaz.
Oh,
Kaz and Deity.
he can have him.
Hey, you know what? If Booty Pop wins the $600, though, it probably would be a good date.
Oh, true. Wait. Booty Pop, what are you doing
No,
tonight?
you already gave it up. You gave him up to Kaz.
I'm gonna
Kaz
have
is
a
gonna get-
romantic candle-lit sushi dinner with
That's
Booty
right.
Pop.
Absolutely. Brought to you by Boozler and Shotgun Shogun.
True.
So we see the Lilius and we see the FCC come out. Very safe-ish first picks. I'm liking the Lilius representation here in the tournament. Been making some pretty decent moves. Falconeer Quarry comes out yet again. Gonna see 3 of the 4 horsemen.
So that's stolen from Booty Pop's side this time, and then Booty Pop steals the Deanne.
Yep.
Booty Pop did this a lot in the Champions Cup, I felt like.
Just snatching people's picks when they
Yeah,
snatch
he like
his.
breaks their draft apart and picks the units that would have beat his last
You
draft.
have to be able to do that.
Yeah, and that's like one of the things that you see a lot from these like really high level players, right? You just snatch their picks. You're like, oh, you're gonna take my Falconeer Quarry? Fantastic. I'll take your DN then. However, it'll be interesting to see if Booty Pop's DN's anti-crit actually works. So we also see the Dizzy pickup here. So it's potential we're going to see maybe some sort of control comp out of the last 2 picks from the Booty Pop Triple X side.
Yeah,
I feel
there's
like,
a pick we're gonna see.
yeah, I feel like if Jace picks single
Y'all know
target,
something I don't hear?
well, it's
Yeah,
possible we'll see the Tenny picks.
This is the Fire Tenny guy, Kaz.
Yeah.
The slow one.
Oh.
Booty pop.
We see the Tempest Cern come out. I don't know how I feel about Tempest Cern here. And he picks up the Vivian.
Very good play here.
Very good.
Very, very strong into that Dizzy. Just this draft is looking kind of powerful this round.
Very much so. And he gets last pick too, which is very strong right here.
Yeah, taking away Booty Poppins, both Vivian and Falconer Clory might mean a win for him.
We
Booty
see
Poppins
the
does
quick
lock in his
pick.
area.
Yeah, we can see the quick pick Asaria this time around.
That's a really good pick as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you can go through, just get rid of the Vivian after she has put her stuff up.
Yeah, before she cycles.
Yeah, Vivian without greater attack buff is pretty much nothing.
Yeah, a
right?
little bit of a wet noodle.
Booty pop, what's his last pick?
Ooh, we see
And
this.
there's one of the tennies.
Yeah. I felt like he almost could have just picked Fire Tenny here and banned the Surin, but I guess this is a
but at the
little
same
safer.
time, you also don't know what that last pick is going to be.
Do you think it is a strategy of Booty Poppins going down to timer?
I think it is, so they have less time to think about what they're going to do. Because on the last pick, when you pick it last second, after waiting and you overthink it too much,
We see the
Oh, I thought he was about to
SSB
lock in the
lock-in.
Clarissa.
So who do you ban if you're Booty Pop? I mean, you've got enough reach that Spec Tenny is not a problem.
I think you take the SSB down. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Because here's the thing. You have Dizzy and Spectetti, right? You do not want to be taking SSB S2s, right? It's going to be very, very
Right.
painful.
And then
Especially
on,
with two Jace mains.
yeah. Opts to get rid of the DN here.
Okay, getting rid of that anti-crit, which means that a flush could be coming if he locks down this Asaria. And the Asaria has to be faster than the Lilius.
Yes.
Which I believe it is. Yes, the Asaria is faster than the Lilius, which means Falcon or Clory can go ahead and lock it down for free. Now this
he
is an
does get the pushback on T-Surin there.
Ooh, that was really, really good for him.
It was.
Yep.
Now, I'm surprised. Okay, this Falcon or Clory was on immunity, but the Tempest Surin wasn't, right? So he's not going to get the fluff damage that he wants here, but he will get a defense break. Unfortunately, Lilius will be able to cleanse it off, but it means he gets to keep his his buffs on Vivian. Which would be
Ooh, that
really
was a
good.
lot of damage out of that. FCC,
It was.
actually.
Yeah, probably Bruiser FCC there.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, that's no good.
His speed tuning was a little off.
Yeah, because now, even though he S3s, gets rid of the S3 here,
That's over.
it's over because he can't get rid of the... Oh, and it's the Elbrus.
Elbrus! Immunity Elbrus Falcon or Clory. Very,
Yeah.
very interesting.
His only play is to soul burn into Vivian here.
But
'Cause
you
he's-
can't kill, there's no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, because you're gonna have the Vivian toilet bowl, and then you have the T-Surin right afterwards.
Yeah,
One
but
thing
he's
is,
guaranteed attack buff.
he did not get enough souls because the T-Surin didn't get to move, so it's going to be a non-soul burn flush.
Right, but I mean, you still have the flush, and then T. Oh, never mind. That Spec Tenny's gone. It crits
Yeah.
on
Double
the
crits onto the Lilius as well.
triple toilet bowl, and you have the soul burn here. The T-Surin's just gonna clean up.
Yeah, Vivian's the MVP of this.
Yeah, that was
This
very
match?
strong. Very
Whoever
strong.
gets Vivian wins here?
Yeah. That was strong and quick.
I will say, though, Vivian, always very satisfying to watch, right?
100%.
every
Yeah.
So good.
When it goes, when the toilet bowl flushes, it is very, very satisfying. So we have 1-1.
Most of these matchups have been 1-1. Actually, the only one that wasn't was the Bobbeek Kaon one, right?
Yep. Yep. And I feel, you know what? Once you get into like these rounds, right? You kind of assume it's just going to go 1-1. I always feel
yeah.
like, you know, you have these strong players that are going to adapt that second game. and then overcome it. And then the third one is the one where it's like, you know, boom, who is the one who can adapt the strongest here? We do have the poll up. The betting is out. We're into the third match. Jace definitely commanding that second match. That was a very, very one-sided. And you're right, the speed tuning was a bit off. If that Lilius would have went first and then the Assyria, you would have been golden. But without that, it was a little on the rough side.
So they switched up the bands. Oh,
They did, yeah. So we have the Rylet and we do have the SSB bands out. Kaz going to go get some more coffee so that he can hydrate.
Yeah, but really the Assyria being faster than the Lily is very, very tragic for him, because it could have been a completely different game, right?
Yeah. We do see the Lilius pick up first yet again.
Does just steal away the Falconer Clury, right? Gotta get those 3 stars, and there it is!
There it is.
Falconer Clury!
it's so easy.
Wow, even before the Fallen Cecilia pick, you love to see it.
You love to see it.
This
Falcon is
actually-
too strong.
Yeah, it's actually has been whoever had Falcon or Clory has won. It's not just Vivian, it's also.
Yeah, maybe it's not the Vivian. Maybe we should all just be investing into our Falconer Cluries as if
You
we weren't
100%
already, right?
Yeah.
should.
You weren't. You just rebuilt yours.
Hey!
Hey,
But she's
don't
built
call
now.
don't call Kaz out like that on stream.
I'll do it.
Hey, 1v1 me Falconer Clury only.
The Assyria comes back out as well.
And we also
Pretty
see
similar.
the DN pick very early as well. Well, at the same time as last time, just to
Yo,
get
Booty
that out
Pop.
of the way.
Booty Pop really loves this Assyria. He's drafted it every game. He said, I
Very
don't
strong.
even need Falconer Clury.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
mean,
and there's the T-Cern.
right here's the Vivian again. I think Jace might be baiting it for a stronger last pick.
Do we see?
You choose Basar here. Doesn't Jace just win? Booty Pop cannot lock in Vivian here. There's no way.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he has to get rid of the Clary too.
Yeah.
And the FCC giving skill null.
You can't flush.
Nope.
Which means Jace is guaranteed the Vivian, which means with Vivian and Falconer Clury on his side of the board, that means that he wins. Same.
Booty Pop might need CR, so he's gonna go for
Watch the-
sustainability.
Watch the Ruel. The Ruel DN.
Does he choose Arbiter? No, I'm just kidding. Hey,
What's
hey,
it's
up,
it's
man.
not bad.
damage dealer for right here.
Yeah, no, it's not the play. Not the play at all. But,
But
it
I
does
was
have
told-
Hysteria Ruel.
I was told all you need is Arbiter Vildred and you win the game. We see the Holiday
That's actually good.
Ufine.
Really? I mean,
I
don't
think
you
it's a great
just...
pick.
Booty Pop's Holiday Ufine is really, really strong.
Why do you think it's not?
We see the Arbiter
That's
Vildred
bad.
come out regardless.
You don't have enough damage.
You'll see.
Is it that powerful? Now,
Yeah.
I am behind. I did not see...
Yeah,
A champion.
it is.
It's pretty dang strong. It was. We'll see here.
Yeah.
Now, he does have double Knight on the left side of the board as well. What are you going to do to break that apart?
If you keep the Assyria here, you just play the long game. So we get rid of the RB, gets rid of the DN.
How does he?
Now, that's a
sustain it?
T-Cern with FCC shields, right?
Yeah. So he has to get rid of the FCC ASAP.
Although you do have the Lilius into the T-Cern, so that can be very, very strong right there.
Now, that does remove the evasion away from the Holiday Ufine.
And it's gonna get locked down right away as well.
Yeah, you can. That's your only option if you want to fire off a skill 3. That Holiday Ufine is moving first. You could one-shot it here.
Exactly. Oh, it goes for
Option
Ruel.
go for the Ruel. Does he think
Does
he can kill it?
not.
Doesn't land the defense.
Doesn't
Yeah.
land the defense break.
So now you have to provoke. Doesn't provoke either. I guess silence is going to be enough here.
So he's trying to. I don't know.
Big damage here.
Yeah, she has silence and unbuffable, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so if he lands a silence here, it's only 85% chance.
Oh,
Does
Does-
end up
does
landing
in
silence on
everybody.
everyone! full
That's huge.
silence.
Oh, and the counterattack there. Does stun the FCC, but that doesn't really matter too much here. That's big, because the Ruel's provoked. Everybody's silenced here.
Yeah. This is tragedy.
Counter
Elbrus. He said, I'm going to hit into the Falconer Chlorine to make sure that I do not proc Elbrus, but you know what? Hey,
I'm
it's
just
going
going
to
to
counterattack
say
anyway.
Counter Elbrus, Unity set, Falconer Quarry, very, very toxic, and I love running it.
Is it a Wondrous Potion Vial, Ruel? No.
It is not. Oh, another
Another
counterattack.
counterattack.
Oh,
That's pretty toxic, and he gets to fire off this S3 here.
super toxic.
Booty pops. Not
I'd
like it's
go for the S2 instead.
Extend,
I would have S3'd there,
Extend
honestly.
the provoke.
Yeah, to get the slow, since they're all half or under half Camarena bar.
Not only that, but at this point, T-Surin can potentially just kill out the Holiday Euphine, your...
But you need to provoke the Lilius as well, or else she's going to cleanse. Now, there are 2 cleansers on board here. There's no way.
It is true.
That Ruel is going to get free now.
And then you just...
And the Assyria reset's still on board.
That's true.
So Ruel can fire off some heals if he can break free.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
that
double attack
Ooh,
does
and the
kill.
dual attack 5%. Now, if Jess lands a stun here, skill 1, he has a chance. He needs a skill 1 here stun.
Ooh, that was big damage, though, onto that.
Yeah, big
Dizzy.
damage into it, but it's not going to be enough. You need
Yeah,
a stun here
has
onto
to
this
stun the
Lilius.
Lilius, yeah, 100%. Does not
No.
do it. The Ruel
And
is
she's
going
free.
to break free.
This might push Clary back too, so then
Yeah, if that
Be a
pushes
little
the
bit more
Flurry
free.
back, that's
Oh,
gonna
and
be
he
huge.
crits.
oh, right
Does
back up.
counter, never mind. Did push back, but Falconer Quarry was like, you know what? I don't even care.
That Falconer Chlorine does still have 1 more turn of cooldown.
Yeah. We are going to see the Holiday Euphine come back. She is going to be going here after the Falconer Quarry.
I think Dizzy is dead here, correct?
Dizzy is
Wait,
100%.
oh yeah, yes.
Yep.
To the
Because
holiday.
no,
You Holiday Euphine push forward. This is also going to pop the T-Surin out of stealth, but is it enough to push the Lilius before the T-Surin? No, because Falconer
no.
Quarry is going to push everybody forward.
You need to provoke that Ruel again.
It's the
Provoke
Lilius
the Ruel again.
gonna kill.
Yeah, if you
Lilius
don't
is gonna
provoke the
kill
Lilius.
T-Surin.
Yeah, T-Surin's dead.
Yeah, so you lose T-Surin, you lose all your damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Yeah, this is he
Did you
has
see
to
the
do this.
15? No, we
He got
don't,
it.
though. He got it. Is going to get a bit of
Counter
healing
again.
here. Oh, counter again.
A lot of counterattacks.
Oh, counterattack, Elbrus. That Falconer Quarry is toxic.
Can he kill the Assyria? There's no way, because the Assyria is gonna reset the Ruel and he's gonna have another revive.
Yeah, it's proof of valor as well. Shouldn't be possible.
He
Gotta
can
provoke it.
He can
provoke
provoke
it.
it.
Here. No provoke.
Resistance 15%.
Or it's just not a effectiveness FCC.
Well, I mean, the Assyria probably has 0 effect resist.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
bruiser proof
Yeah,
of
yeah,
valor.
The problem here is that with that T-Surin being as low as she is, every turn that they take is just detrimental.
Oh, that's gonna be an FCC down.
Ooh, yeah, FCC's down here, and she can't kill the Ruel. She's gonna do big damage. Oh wow, that's pretty big damage, but she's got her revive back.
What do you do here now, though?
You bring back the Lilius?
Yeah, I think you'd be fine with the Lilius almost.
Yeah, you double
Yeah, it wouldn't be
attack
bad.
up. Double attack into the T-Surin.
Yeah.
Get rid of the T-Surin. Oh, you can't double attack into the T-Surin at the moment, but you can kill the Falconer or the FCC for sure.
Let's see the
Oh,
damage on
hold
this.
on,
Y'all were
yeah.
talking about this high damage Holiday Euphine.
It just a burns.
Oh!
the
Oh,
burn
and got the
stance they
stun
did.
too,
Oh,
though.
the stun was game changing.
The stun
I
is
think that's a
huge.
free win.
That's huge. You're gonna double into
Yeah.
into the Tempest Sword. Holiday, it doesn't matter who comes with
Yeah, it
you, it's
doesn't matter.
dead, and that's game.
Yep. Booty pop.
Booty
Why
pop
did he
told
not-
you.
Why did he not S3?
On what?
Dizzy. He decided
Yo,
to
he
S2
should have
instead.
played early. Yeah, early in the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
That would have slowed all of the units and forced him into a way different situation.
GG Booty Pop. That was actually really good. Really
These
good.
fights are getting so good.
They are, but we're going to take a quick intermission for about 5 minutes so that I can get some more water, so you guys can get some more water, and we are going to get into the quarterfinals with Shiok versus Tatsuni right out of the gate. So make sure you guys are back in about 5 minutes. So we will start at 4 o'clock.
Cracky.